Hi guys, this is Christina from McManaway Interior Design. Today I want to talk to you about something that I think is really important. It is popular design mistakes that people make when they're renovating their home. So I got my little list right here. So number one is not replacing all the flooring all at once. So say you only have like a small budget or something and you decide to do one room and then you decide to do something else in another room. Now that's kind of where you start to run into problems where your design loses its cohesiveness because it's not, say you end up with 3 or 4 different types of flooring throughout the home. So maybe you have carpet in this room and hardwood, and then you went to a tile in the kitchen, and then you have linoleum in the laundry room, stuff like that. So when you're not replacing all the flooring all at once, it can have a just non-cohesiveness to it. And so I recommend that you replace it all at once, whether even if it's different types, just get it done all at once so it's intentional and it comes off. When you're in the planning stages and everything, it will come off as you thought it through completely. But if you're doing it room by room and you don't have a design plan, chances are that when you get to another room you'll change your mind, and that can be a problem. So number 2 is using the same cabinetry throughout your whole entire home. I know that's kind of one of those things where you might want to, but I like to do kind of a custom look, so I wouldn't put the same type of cabinets or color cabinets in my kitchen as I would in the bathroom. So here's kind of the same type of cohesiveness. So when you're doing something, just make sure that you are staying intentional with it, and it doesn't have to be matching tones or wood tones or paint colors or whatever. You can change it up. Feel free to give your house that custom look. Just make sure that you do it throughout the whole thing, and not just you did it here once but then you decided to go back to that other cabinetry or whatever. Just be intentional about your design decisions from the very beginning. And number 3 is saving costs by buying cheap materials. And I know that there's a lot of product out there, but I like to stick with a higher quality of product because it lasts longer. So like the thickness on the wood floors and stuff like that, all those specs I go through with my clients and let them know. Tiles that you buy from a cheap place will only have like a few different stamps instead of more of the higher end stuff where there's no matching patterns in any of the tiles. So those things are really important to keep in mind when you're doing picking types of materials, that you might not want to do the cheapest material because you may not be getting the desired result out of it, and you might not even know it until you've bought it. So, and number 4, this is a big one, and this is not coordinating the undertones in your materials that you're buying. So like I said, when I'm doing a design for a client, I do all the design work up front and then we go into construction, because it is essential that we're evaluating everything all at once, all together. And so that's really essential that you do that you're looking at the undertones in the granite compared to the undertones in the backsplash, and the undertones in the cabinetry, and then in the flooring. And all of those are laid side by side, and I evaluate those pretty intensely, because it is just, you got one shot at it. And so when I'm sourcing materials, that is why it can take a long time to get a design together. But that is one of the most important things that you need to do is analyze undertones in materials. Believe it or not, there's lots of colors and lots of varieties, and you may not see them like at 3 p.m. in the evening as you do at 10 a.m. the next morning. So that's why I keep my samples visible to me at all times, and I'm reevaluating just to make sure that there's not something that I'm missing. So if you thought that this was an interesting video, please subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in hiring me, I am located in Southern California, and you can hit me up at c.mcmanaway@hotmail.com. My website is McManaway Interior Design. I'd love to work with you. Send me a message about the projects that you have going on. I want to know what you guys are up to. So talk to you later. Bye.